April arrives not with a whisper, but with the deceptive stillness of a stage set for an unseen performance. Just when we thought the turbulence of March had passed, we step into a moment of eerie calm, a pause that carries more weight than the storm itself. This is not the kind of quiet that soothes. It is the kind that unsettles. The kind that makes the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, because deep down, you know something is shifting beneath the surface. March's eclipses may be behind us, but their energy has not dissipated. Instead, it lingers, unseen yet potent, like the aftershocks of an earthquake that has already reshaped the landscape of our lives. You may have noticed it, a strange sense of déjà vu, unpredictable mood swings, moments where time seems to stretch and contract in ways you can't quite explain. This isn't your imagination. It's the universe realigning, adjusting to the fractures and openings created by the cosmic events of the previous month. The world is holding its breath, and so are we. But make no mistake, this is not peace. It is a recalibration. It is the deceptive quiet before a major shift, the kind of silence that carries a weight of inevitability. Think of the moments before a tidal wave strikes, when the ocean pulls back just enough to trick you into thinking all is well. That is where we stand now, on the precipice of something we cannot yet see, but can undeniably feel. The tension in the air is thick, charged with potential, with promise, and with the undercurrent of something inevitable. And then comes April 3rd, a date that, at first glance, seems almost too good to be true. It is a day draped in an illusion of forward momentum, a mirage of stability and optimism that hides a deeper truth beneath. On this day, the moon aligns with Jupiter, the planet of abundance, fortune, and expansion. Ordinarily, this celestial meeting would feel like a gift from the cosmos, an invitation to embrace hope, to believe that everything is finally falling into place. And yet, that is exactly the danger. Illusions of progress are more treacherous than stagnation because they lull us into complacency, into believing that the hard part is over, when in reality, we are still in the thick of it. This moment of lightness may feel like a turning point, but it is a mirage, a test even. Will we take this surface-level comfort at face value, or will we look deeper? Will we allow ourselves to be swept away by the tempting glow of optimism, or will we remain anchored in the knowledge that real change, real transformation, often comes disguised as something deceptively simple? There is something in the air this month, something just out of reach, but undeniable. And if you pay close attention, you will start to see the signs. The weather, for instance, will not behave as expected. Patterns will shift in ways that defy logic, and nature itself will seem to echo the unsettling energy of this time. There is a reason for this, a thread that connects the cosmic to the earthly, and soon it will become clearer. But for now, understand this. We are in the midst of something bigger than ourselves. April is not a month that will simply pass by unnoticed. It is a month of revelations, of slow-burning truths that reveal themselves in fragments. The stillness you feel now is not an ending, nor is it a resolution. It is a prologue to something greater, something just beginning to unfold. And whether you are ready for it or not, the shift has already begun. The universe is not just testing, it is refining, sifting through the souls who are truly ready to step into alignment with their destiny. The energy right now is intoxicating, filled with the illusion of boundless opportunity. Doors are flying open, seemingly inviting you to step into abundance, love, and transformation. But be warned, not every open door is a gift. Some are mere mirages, cosmic traps set for the impatient, the reckless, the ones who mistake a fleeting high for divine intervention. It will be easy to misread the signs. Some will stumble into sudden windfalls, unexpected promotions, financial breakthroughs, or even long-awaited love confessions that appear out of nowhere. Others will feel a magnetic pull toward bold, impulsive choices, convinced that the universe is giving them a nudge. But this is where discernment is everything. It's like being handed a golden ticket, only to later discover that the fine print comes with an unimaginable cost. The lesson here is simple yet profound. Just because an opportunity presents itself does not mean it is meant for you. Every choice has a consequence, and not every reward is a blessing in disguise. And if you think this is the only cosmic twist April has in store, brace yourself. The energy shift is not a closing chapter. It's an expansion. What you thought was over is merely evolving, stretching its tendrils into new forms, waiting for you to notice. The portal you assumed had shut tight? It didn't. It widened. If you were hoping for a break after March's eclipses, you might want to reconsider. The full moon on April 13th does not simply illuminate the night sky. It resurrects the ghosts of the past. This is not an ordinary lunar event. It's an echo, a gravitational ripple that drags unfinished business back to the surface. The things you ignored, the lessons you sidestepped, the karmic threads you thought had unraveled, this moon forces you to confront them. You may find yourself facing old wounds you thought had healed, encountering people you believed were long gone, or feeling sudden, unexplained waves of nostalgia or regret. But nothing is random under this moon. It is a final checkpoint before the next phase of your journey. The universe is asking, have you truly changed? Or are you still tethered to the same patterns? This full moon is not just about reflection, it's about resolution. You are being given one last chance to break free from cycles that no longer serve you. Will you pass the test? Or will you allow yourself to be pulled back into the familiar yet unfulfilling loops of the past? And just when you think you've regained clarity, when you finally start to feel like you understand what's happening, April 16th arrives, bringing with it a cosmic storm of distortion. Mercury, the ruler of communication, meets Neptune, the master of illusion, and suddenly reality itself begins to blur. Thoughts become muddled, intuition wavers, and spiritual downloads may feel like static instead of divine insight. What you believe to be true may shift like sand beneath your feet. Messages may be misunderstood, signals crossed, and clarity will seem just out of reach. This is where you must rely not just on logic, but on deep, unwavering inner knowing. Trust yourself, but question everything. Stay grounded amidst the fog. The universe is not punishing, it is preparing. The only question is, are you ready? Truth bends, perceptions shift like reflections in rippling water, and intuition tangles with illusion in ways that are difficult to untangle. The air itself hums with an almost electric energy, as if something unseen is pressing against the edges of reality, distorting what we know to be true. You might feel hyperintuitive, as if your dreams are brimming with cryptic messages waiting to be decoded, or as if your gut feelings have become alarm bells, ringing with an urgency you can't quite explain. But be careful. Intuition, when mixed with illusion, can be a deceptive guide. Not everything your mind tells you right now is real. And this is one of the worst times to rely on pure logic. Thoughts slip, conversations take strange turns, and the meaning behind words becomes murky, easily misinterpreted. Agreements made under this sky may feel solid in the moment, but unravel into confusion later, like contracts written in disappearing ink. If you must sign something, scrutinize every word as if it were written in a foreign language, because what seems clear today may not hold up under tomorrow's light. If you hear a rumor, resist the urge to believe it instantly. Deception is not just present, it is thriving. And yet paradoxically, while the physical world drifts into a fog of uncertainty, the unseen realms of spirit and creativity open wide. If you close your eyes and listen, truly listen, you may sense something vast stirring beneath the surface. This is a powerful time for deep meditation, for receiving intuitive downloads that seem to come from nowhere, for unlocking artistic visions that defy explanation. But the challenge lies in discernment. What is real insight, and what is illusion masquerading as wisdom? The veil between dimensions is thin, but so is the line between clarity and confusion. Something about this week feels unsettling. And even if you can't pinpoint why, you can sense it like a shifting current beneath still waters. Instead of reacting, observe. Let the energy move around you without getting caught in its pull. The atmosphere itself is changing, and the world around you is not quite as it seems. And if you think this is intense, just wait. April 22nd marks a threshold, a moment when something ancient begins to stir. Reality itself may start to act strangely as we edge closer to this date. The weather won't match the mood. The sky won't align with the energy in your body. Some will wake up to dazzling sunlight but carry an inexplicable heaviness in their chest, as if the weight of unseen forces has settled over them. Others may feel an eerie calm during a storm, their energy syncing with something vast and unseen. And then there's that peculiar, almost gravitational pressure, that feeling that something is shifting just beyond the edge of perception, like a presence watching from the shadows of existence. But this isn't just a trick of the mind, nor is it merely the shifting of seasons or fluctuations in solar activity. No, this is something else entirely. An atmospheric distortion, a movement in the heavens that extends beyond the visible spectrum of light. The Lyrid meteor shower, one of the oldest ever recorded, is reaching its peak. But it is not just an astronomical event. It is a catalyst, a trigger for something deeper. Cosmic dust and charged particles, remnants of ancient space debris, burn through our atmosphere, carrying with them energies that have drifted through the void for millennia. They do not simply pass by, they interact. They stir something within us, awakening dormant frequencies, shifting the rhythms of thought and time. If you are sensitive, you will feel it. Time may warp, stretching and contracting unpredictably, some moments dragging endlessly, while others vanish in the blink of an eye. Conversations may slip through the cracks of memory, and thoughts may scatter like leaves caught in an invisible wind. And as the sky ignites with falling stars, some will experience something beyond sight. A whisper on the edge of hearing, a shadow in the periphery of vision, an unshakable sensation that something unseen is present, watching, waiting. What is real? What is illusion? In a time like this, the answers are elusive. But one thing is certain: the universe is shifting, and we are shifting with it. As the universe shifts and energies intensify, attraction follows suit. The closer we get to April 24th, the more you'll feel an almost magnetic pull toward something or someone undeniably powerful. This isn't just a fleeting moment of curiosity. It's a cosmic alignment that will amplify your presence in ways you may not have anticipated. Venus, the celestial body governing beauty, attraction, and desire, reaches its absolute peak of brightness on this day. Just as it illuminates the night sky with an ethereal glow, so too will it cast a radiant light upon your own life. This glow-up energy is profound, but with it comes a question: are you truly ready to be seen? Because when the light is turned all the way up, it doesn't just highlight the beauty, it reveals everything. People will take notice of you in ways they never have before. The confidence you've cultivated, the energetic shifts you've undergone, and the personal growth you've worked so hard for will no longer be subtle undercurrents. They will rise unmistakably to the surface. Your aura will feel different, your presence impossible to ignore, but visibility is a double-edged sword. While some will be drawn to your light with admiration and appreciation, others may feel uneasy, as if your radiance casts stark contrast to their own insecurities. And then, there are those who won't understand why they feel suddenly compelled to reach out to you. But they will. That's the undeniable force of Venus, at full intensity. This is the kind of cosmic energy that doesn't just enhance your romantic allure, it intensifies your magnetism in every aspect of life. You might find yourself suddenly surrounded by unexpected opportunities, chance encounters, and serendipitous connections. Career doors that once seemed locked may now swing open effortlessly. Conversations that once felt stagnant may flow with an almost fated ease. The universe will appear to be throwing signals at you from every angle, as if urging you to pay attention to the path unfolding before you. But remember, Venus doesn't just attract, its energy accelerates. Whatever you say yes to now will gain momentum quickly, moving at a pace that may feel exhilarating, but also overwhelming. This is why it's more crucial than ever to be discerning. Are you drawing in what truly aligns with your higher self, or are you simply magnetizing whatever is available? Because when Venus shines this brightly, everything surfaces, including that which no longer belongs in your life. Old patterns, outdated relationships, and limiting beliefs may become impossible to ignore. The universe is giving you a moment of clarity, a chance to choose with intention. Will you embrace what elevates you or fall back into the familiar? Beyond attraction, this energy has a deeper consequence. You are triggering awakenings in others. You'll notice it in the way people look at you longer, listen with heightened attentiveness, or even subconsciously mirror your energy. Your presence will act as a tuning fork, vibrating at a frequency that others can't help but respond to. Some will find inspiration in you, seeing in your glow the potential they too can embody. Others may feel unsettled, as if your light is exposing their own shadows. But remember, how people react to you in this time has little to do with you and everything to do with what's stirring inside them. Don't be surprised if strangers open up to you unexpectedly, sharing their thoughts and emotions as if drawn to the safe space your energy provides. You may find yourself engaged in deep, meaningful conversations you didn't initiate, yet feel destined to experience. This is the nature of Venus at its brightest, a force of attraction so powerful that it transcends the superficial and reaches into the soul. What unfolds around April 24th isn't just about external validation or momentary attention. It's a turning point, a chance to step fully into your radiance without apology. Will you embrace the glow or shy away from it? The choice is yours. But one thing is certain: once the light has been turned up, it cannot be unseen. Signal. It's a lot to handle, and if you're not mindful, it can leave you feeling drained, scattered, or overwhelmed. But understanding what's happening is the first step toward navigating it with ease. Your energy is shifting in response to a cosmic influx, and while it may feel disorienting, it's actually an invitation. This is not just a test of endurance, but an opportunity to refine how you manage your own frequency. Instead of resisting the sensations or numbing them out, lean into them. Observe what surfaces without judgment. Your body, mind, and spirit are recalibrating, syncing with higher wavelengths that are now becoming more accessible. You may feel the urge to retreat, to find pockets of silence where you can process the flood of sensations. Honor that instinct. Solitude isn't isolation. It's an act of self-preservation during times of energetic upheaval. Find grounding practices that work for you. Whether it's immersing yourself in nature, engaging in breath work, or simply allowing yourself to rest. Sleep will be especially important as your system works over time to integrate these changes. And don't be surprised if old emotions or forgotten memories resurface. These energetic shifts have a way of shaking loose what has been buried. If you suddenly find yourself revisiting past wounds or feeling emotions that seem to come from nowhere, know that this is part of the clearing process. The cosmic energies aren't just affecting you, they're stirring up the collective consciousness as well. During this period, your sensitivity is heightened. which means both your intuitive and empathic abilities may surge. You might pick up on the emotions of others more intensely, sense shifts before they happen, or even experience a deeper connection to your dreams. Rather than seeing this as a burden, recognize it as an amplification of your gifts. Your awareness is expanding, and with it, your ability to perceive beyond the physical. This is why it's crucial to stay grounded. The more you anchor yourself in the present, the more smoothly you'll be able to ride these waves of energy. Drink plenty of water, move your body, and engage in practices that bring you back into balance. Pay attention to how your environment affects you. Certain places, people, or even digital spaces may feel more overwhelming than usual. Trust your instincts. If something feels too chaotic, step back. Most importantly, don't shrink yourself to make others comfortable. The changes you're experiencing are a natural progression of your path. Some people may not understand, and that's okay. Your journey isn't about convincing anyone. It's about embodying your truth, regardless of external reactions. You are stepping into a new level of awareness, and while it comes with challenges, it also brings profound transformation. The days ahead may feel intense, but they are also filled with potential. Embrace the shifts, trust your process, and know that you're exactly where you need to be. The universe isn't testing you, it's awakening you. April is a paradox, a quiet storm hidden beneath a veil of stillness. The air may feel lighter, the days may pass without drama, but beneath the surface, something profound is unfolding. This is the kind of month that doesn't announce its arrival with grand shifts or obvious turning points. Instead, it works in subtleties, weaving transformation into the spaces between moments, slipping growth into the quiet pauses of your routine. You might not even notice it happening, until one day you look up and realize that nothing is quite the same. For those deeply engaged in self-discovery, healing, or spiritual expansion, this period may feel like a strange contradiction. One part of you feels ready to push forward, to seek more, to uncover deeper truths, and yet another part, perhaps the wiser part, senses the need to pull back, to breathe, to integrate. This is where many people misinterpret the signs. They assume exhaustion means they need to push harder, to work through the discomfort, to chase clarity as if it's something they can catch. But growth isn't about force. You don't fix an overheated engine by pressing the gas pedal. You don't mend an overloaded circuit by adding more power. If you've been riding a wave of deep transformation, now is the time to let the pieces settle into place. Not every feeling requires immediate analysis. Not every message from the universe needs to be deciphered. Sometimes the best thing you can do is allow yourself to simply be. If you're feeling disoriented, scattered, or untethered, it's not a sign that you're lost. It's proof that your internal world is stretching, adjusting, making room for the new. Even too much light can blur your vision, and too much awareness at once can overwhelm the soul. April has a way of moving in whispers. It doesn't shove, it doesn't demand. It waits for you to notice. The transformations of this month don't come with thunderous revelations or life-altering decisions. They come in quiet realizations, in moments of clarity so subtle you might overlook them if you're not paying attention. It's the month of the magician, of change so seamless, it feels like nothing happened until everything has. Most will drift through April on autopilot, unaware of the undercurrents guiding them forward. But those who are truly tuned in will see what others miss. This is a time that rewards presence, patience, and the ability to trust what you feel more than what you see. The energy might not be loud, but it is deliberate. What looks like peace is actually precision. What feels like stillness is a recalibration. If you allow yourself to align with this rhythm instead of resisting it, you'll come out on the other side not just changed, but refined. So if you're feeling like you need space, take it. If you sense that something is shifting within you, trust it. Let April do its work, and meet it not with resistance, but with quiet awareness. The greatest transformations often happen when we least expect them, in the spaces where nothing seems to be happening at all. If this message resonated with you, I invite you to share your thoughts and experiences. And if you'd like more insights like this, consider subscribing. It means more than you know. Until next time, take care, stay present, and trust the unfolding.